Good afternoon. Welcome to the press conference for Andy Murray. Please raise your hand and state your name and organisation when asking your question. Andy, would you like to just give us an update on how you're feeling?
Yeah, I mean, it's been obviously tough 10 days or so since Queen's obviously had the operation on the back, which it wasn't insignificant. And yeah, just been trying to do everything that I can to try and get ready to start the tournament here. I don't know if that's going to be enough. I've been practicing for the last few days. I played a set today and it went pretty well, but I still don't have 100% sort of feeling and sensation in my leg yet, but it's getting better every single day. And like I said a few days ago, I want to give it every single chance that I can, to get there. And I'm going to play, another set again tomorrow. I'm doing some physical testing in the morning to see sort of how far off I am from a physical perspective. And then, I will probably make a decision tomorrow evening after that.
David?
Andy, compared to how you felt at Queen's, how would you compare that at the moment?
Well, I have no back pain, which is obviously really good. But the nature of the problem that I had was, that I had quite a large cyst, which was squashing, compressing my nerves, which then, obviously lost not all, but a lot of control in my right leg. That is getting better, but it's kind of like, like if you sleep on your arm, funny, and you wake up and you've got a dead arm. It's kind of like that feeling, but it's gone on, goes on for a lot longer because the nerve's kind of been squashed and a little bit damaged for, a number of days. And how long that takes to regain, its full sort of function again, it's impossible to say. For some people it takes months, for some people it's weeks. So yeah, I don't know exactly how long it's going to take, but all of the work that we're doing, the testing that we're doing, it's improving every single day with the training and the practicing. It's not like I'm playing tennis and it's taking a step backwards. It's been getting better every day. So I'm hopeful that continues and it's going to be enough to be on the court on Tuesday.
Rob?
Andy, on the procedure itself, just so I can get it right, was a cyst removed? Was it drained? Have you had stitches? Was you knocked out? Just if you don't mind sharing those details of what happened. And did you go into that thinking Wimbledon was done? Did you go into that operation thinking I'm out of Wimbledon now?
Yeah, I mean, highly likely that was going to be the case. I had I might get the exact terminology wrong, but I had a decompression of spinal stenosis in my back, which is not just an issue with the cyst as such, but the cyst is what was causing the issues with my leg. Pressing on the nerve, and the cyst got removed. I still have stitches in my back now, and yeah, the area where I had the operation is not sore. It's the leg and the function of my leg that will determine whether or not I'm able to play. Yeah.
Eleanor?
Andy, I know you said a few days ago that singles was probably looking unlikely. Kind of what's your gut feeling now? And do you think if you can't play singles that doubles is probable?
Well, each day that it becomes more and more likely that I'll be able to play, properly. Obviously with doubles, although you're covering, less distance and less court, like, you still need to be able to move pretty explosively. And yeah, if I keep progressing like I have been for the next 3-4 days before the double starts, then, I played a set today against a good player, and was playing well, hitting the ball well, and did absolutely fine. So I'm hoping that with each day that passes, that's the likelihood of me being able to play will increase. And yeah, I mean, it's impossible for me to say, because I want to go out there, and like I said, I want to go out there and be able to play to a level that I'm happy with. I don't want to be in a situation like at Queen's. I don't want to go on the court and it to be awkward, or not be able to at least be competitive. And that is, I mean, I spoke to my brother about that. I've obviously spoken to my team about that, and they're, we're all aware of the situation. So, yeah.
And it goes without saying, it's obviously been a tough couple of weeks for you. How do you manage to stay positive, and what sort of support do you get from, I don't know, your family, maybe your team, or does it come internally that keeps you going?
Yeah, I mean, family is obviously, extremely important. They always have been throughout, my whole career, whether that be, my parents from a young age, or, having my brother with me on the tour, or, my wife. We've been together since I was 18, and she's been through the whole journey, with me. So, I've obviously had her, it's not easy for them either. Everyone would want, everyone close to me would want the opportunity for me to, to play here again. So yeah, we're all kind of going through it together, but yeah, extremely important to have them, by my side, and supporting me through this.
Matt?
Hey, Andy, I'm curious, what are you looking to get out of this experience? Is there a certain, feeling you're trying to get into? Is it being on center court again, or feeling the competitive juices flowing? Because obviously there's considerable risk, so I'm sort of curious, what is the benefit that you're really going for here, other than trying to win the championship?
Well, it depends what you consider considerable risk, really. I mean, from the discussions that I've had with my surgeon and the medical experts that are around me, the biggest risk is from the wound perspective, and sort of a reopening of the wound. My spine is strong and stable. The inflammation is coming down, every single day. There's been minimal disruption to the muscles and everything. And yeah, the issue would be if, the wound, which is extremely small, it was a keyhole operation, if that was to reopen, and I would then have to go and have that sorted. But, I'm okay with that risk. If I was worried about doing more damage to my spine or something like that, then yeah, that would be very different. But I'm okay with, a few stitches coming loose or whatever. And what am I looking to get from it? Well, yeah, the opportunity to play here again. I mean, for, the last time, and yeah, that's kind of it. This is a place that's obviously been, really good to me over the years. And yeah, I guess, the last few years you've had, I don't know, Serena finished playing and Roger finished playing, and, Rafa's obviously spoken a lot, and recently about the struggles he's gone through. And yes, that everyone has their idea of how they want to finish their career, or how they would want it to go. And my idea of that would be, I would have probably seen that happening probably at Wimbledon, or, obviously I have the Olympics coming up, but yeah, I would love the opportunity to play here one more time. And yeah, that's what I'm looking to get out of it. Whether, afterwards I feel like that's the right thing to do, or was the right thing to do or not, I don't know. But right now, I feel like I want that opportunity.
Andy, you talked at Queen's about how increasingly difficult it's been to kind of get your body in the best shape to compete on court. I'm curious, do you look at this injury as like a kind of inevitable consequence of that, of your age and of all the difficulties you've had, or is it bad luck that it happened at this time, right before Wimbledon?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously that, yeah, as you age and you're playing a professional sport, I have, a lot of wear and tear on my body, clearly, as most players would at this age. I think the thing that was, obviously I have wear and tear on my back. It's not like if you looked at a scan of my back, it'd be like, oh, this is, this back looks, this back looks brand new, and this is just unfortunate. Like, my back doesn't look good on a scan, and it's, not in an amazing place. However, the cyst was very unfortunate where that showed up, because you can have cysts all over your body around degenerative joints and stuff, and they cause no problems. But the fact that it happened to be on my spinal cord was tough, yeah.
Catherine?
Andy, quite similar to Matt's question, but whether it's on the singles court, the doubles court, both, whatever it ends up looking like, is there something emotionally you're hoping to feel this week? Is there an emotion or a sensation or a collection of them that you're hoping for from this Wimbledon experience?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's one thing that I'm hoping for. I just, yeah, like I said, when it comes to the end, I don't know, maybe a bit of closure, and yeah, I just want the opportunity to, play one more time out there, hopefully on centre court, and, I don't know, feel that buzz. Like last year, I wasn't planning on it being my last year on the, on the tour. I wanted to come back, and play again. Whereas this year, I have no plans to do that. And yeah, it's coming to the end of my career, and I want to have that opportunity to play here again.
Just take one more, and then...
Andy, I think it was Sally Bolton who said a couple of weeks ago that she'd kind of leave it up to you as to, what sort of farewell you wanted. Have you discussed with them sort of what you want? Do you want a sort of big fuss, or I'm guessing that's probably not something that makes you feel super comfortable?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know exactly I don't know. I don't know what the right thing is. I know obviously what happened in Australia a few years ago was a bit awkward, but it's different this time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.